I'm Monique Holmes. I graduated from Howard University, and now I do commercial real estate in New York City. I was in fashion, and yes, it was great. It was fun. I learned a lot about myself, but I also learned that it isn't what it seems. Like, it looks like it's so cool and you do all of these things, but it's a lot of grunt work and a lot of moving up, and it takes a really long time before you make any money. And that was my main reason for trying to like branch out and do something else with my time, because my years were going by and I was still like struggling. So I was really thinking of something else that I could do. I really sat down and thought about it, and real estate came to mind, where I can like make my money. It's all what you put into it is what you get out of it, instead of like years and then you finally get something out of it. You can get whatever you want right now. So that's what I chose to do and why I chose to make the switch. What I had to overcome when choosing to switch my career and getting into a new career was something within myself, which is self-confidence. I had to really dig in, and I was confident in life, but not in this particular realm, because I didn't really know what I was doing. I was new. And when you're coming in, when there's people who are older than you and everyone has been doing it for years and you're young, you have to come with a sort of confidence and belief in yourself so that you can make people believe you. When you're selling anything, you have to have people listen to you and trust you. And I just had to really believe in myself and pull into my self-confidence. My boss she helped me a lot with that, because I would always write emails instead of calling people, or if we would go to meetings, I would just not say anything and just listen to her. And she's like, just say what you have to say, because when we leave and you say what you want to say, you're right. Just say it. Just say it. Just believe in yourself. Have more self-confidence. And that was something that I really had to. It took me probably a year to really feel comfortable speaking to these people about what they should be doing. But if you believe what you're saying, then you can make other people believe what you're saying. I did what I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to work at a fashion magazine. I wanted to edit. And when I first started doing magazines, I was like interning forever, and I would write and stuff like that. So I did a lot in fashion. I just didn't, I don't really know how to explain. I didn't make enough money, basically. But I did what I wanted to do. So I was in the magazines. I got to meet a lot of people. I got to meet celebrities, got to go on events and everything. It was great. I feel like I reached my peak. I'm like, okay, what else can I do here? So that was great. And with real estate, I sold my first over $1 million property within my first 2 years. So I think that is like big. And I didn't realize it was big when I did it. I'm like, whatever. But I went to a conference, like a little conference thing, and people that were on the stage were speaking, and they were like, oh, it took me 5 years to sell my first $1 million. And I'm like, really? Well, I just did that. So so I thought that was great. I feel like I'm on a good road that I can continue like to grow in this business. I believe being a woman has helped me in this sense, because there are not a lot of women in commercial real estate. I really don't run into many of them at all. But that gives me more, it makes me work harder, and it makes me feel like I have more to prove. So it gives me more drive, instead of like shying away from things and feeling real comfortable. It like makes me want to make a change and a difference and make people feel like they can also do it. I think the best lesson we can teach young girls and women, and any young child, is that you can do anything. Anything that you put your mind to, you can do, definitely. I know people say it all the time and it sounds cliche, but it's actually the truth. Once you decide on something that you want to do, you can do it no matter what. And it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be crazy obstacles that you're going through. Once you make a decision that you want to do something, the universe, God, everybody will help you to manifest your dreams. So I think everybody should know that. I think the best advice is to be yourself, because you are amongst a lot of businessmen and people, and you feel like you have to be a certain way. That's how I felt when I first started, that I had to dress a certain way, be a certain way. I can't speak unless I know exactly what I'm saying. But you realize that everybody is just learning as they're going along. You should always be yourself. I didn't feel most comfortable speaking once I started dressing like myself and stopped trying to like be in my business wear all the time, and I just like came as who I am. Then I felt more comfortable in myself and I could speak as myself, and that made everything easier. So women should always be themselves. Don't try to be like these businessmen. Just be who you are, and that'll help you, and it'll give you more confidence, and it'll help you go far if you just be who you are. For women, not to be afraid to take control. Just take control of your home, whatever you have going on. You don't have to take the back seat to the man or anything like that. You can take control and help things out instead of, I don't know, there's just a lot of people that I see today that take the back seat, and it's kind of strange. But my mom has always taken the front seat. She's always done everything that she wanted to do, always led the way, and I just kind of take after her. And if I see more of that happening, I don't know, I just feel like women just sit back, and I don't think that you should do that. Just go ahead and take control when you want to, when you need to. Don't be afraid to. Yes, I do write. I write about everything. I keep a journal. I've kept a diary since I was about 9 years old. So I write in that as often as I can. I don't write as much as I used to in my journal, but at least once a week. I used to write like every day, but at least once a week I try to. I definitely want to write a novel, so I'm gonna start on that very soon, like September. But I'm like doing some research right now, so I'm like reading different books and things like that to see like what kind of style is best for me or something. But I really do want to write a novel and publish it and like that, yeah, and a children's book.